So today I want to talk about filming, shooting with an iPhone. It doesn't matter which model it is. It can be an old iPhone from the 5S, iPhone 6, iPhone 6S, 7. It doesn't really matter. If you have an iPhone, they all shoot great quality film when you're shooting something close to you, but the autofocus can distort the film or the clips with the autofocus on. You should lock it if you have the situation when you're passing objects that will ruin the exposure. So there is a way to lock it. You just hold your finger on the focus on the screen and it will lock it. You can also adjust the light through swiping down or swiping up. But we're gonna take a look at some footage, some clips in different situations that I've shot. The great thing about having a good camera on your phone is you never know when something appears that you might want to use for your clips and that you want to film, that you find beautiful. Maybe I see something that you don't see. That's the thing. Maybe you see something that you think, oh, I really want that thing to be in my video, but then you don't have your gear with you. And if you have a camera and you're set to shoot things with your camera in your pocket, it's always with you. I prefer to shoot everything on my phone because I'm not a professional photographer and I'm not a real YouTuber, and I just like to connect things and try things out. But it's something I do in my spare time, but I always have my phone with me. And I don't always carry around these bags with all the cameras and tripods and all of this. I have these things. Believe me, I got all these things. They're all hidden in the house everywhere, and I don't even know where they are any longer. I don't know what to do with a tripod. I mean, what is that? You're gonna put up a tripod and then you're gonna stand like 50 feet from it and you're gonna... It's not my thing. Okay, we're gonna take a look at some footage. It's all shot by an iPhone 8. But believe me when I say, in the right situation, the right light, you can shoot some really crisp, good footage with an iPhone 8. Now, with that being said, it's not always perfect. Sometimes it's really blurry. Sometimes it's too fast. If you film from a car, it's too fast for the phone. But do keep in mind, if you want to do these things, it's easier if everything is... 4K footage is a bit more complicated to it needs more space. It requires more power if you want to edit it, and some of these cameras has gone even further, 8K. But we don't have to go that far. YouTube is YouTube. It will still decode everything, and it's not even possible to watch 4K footage on an iPhone. Well, we're gonna take a look at it. Just leave the comments down below. Thanks for watching. This is the camera. It's set 60 frames per second, 4K, and I hold my finger on the screen to lock the autofocus, and I can adjust the light, adjusting the light through swiping. This is shot from the car with open window. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Then I'm gonna slow it down. And I've done this in iMovie. I've slowed the whole footage down. So if you have a footage and you've shot it 60 frames per second in 4K, you can slow it down. This is a sensor shift. When passing a tree, everything gets blown up. Like this sunset, it's beautiful. When I took the camera out of the window, it passed a part of the car that made the sensor think someone is there, so it will blow up the footage. Now, like, watch this. When I'm gonna pass these trees in the background, it's gonna distort the whole sunset. Wait for it. These trees. And there, everything will be light for a couple of seconds. Now, every tree I pass, the focus, the autofocus, isn't locked. So it will concentrate on these trees. And that's something to keep in mind. Like this. It's ruined. So I'm ruining the whole shot by filming these trees. So what do I got? I got this beautiful sunset that's ruined by a couple of trees. No, this ruined by my autofocus that I haven't set. Of course, but there's no time to set things. You think when you're gonna shoot something, you just take the camera out of the pocket and then you shoot. Now this is another story. It's me biking through the city of Enschede. And I'm holding the camera next to my bike and I'm filming. Now this situation is not to be compared with the situation I just had with these trees. No, here it's perfect. You just film and you're biking and notice it's not shaking that much. This is 4K, 60 frames per second. And I'm gonna slow it down right here. I'm gonna slow down the footage and I'm gonna turn slowly and it's crisp. It's beautiful. Look at it. This is where the iPhone shines. Everything is detailed. it's perfect. And this is me just biking, holding the phone in my hand. There's no tripod, there's no equipment, there's nothing. I slow it down here. Now, back to the country. This is also, it's beautiful, but it's distorted. The trees, the autofocus is focusing on the trees. So, it's not that great. I'm gonna show you. Sunset. I've slowed this piece down. So I have to speak slowly. No, I'm just joking. Every tree will create a sensor shift. Every tree I will pass gives it a light blur. These are mistakes. I should have set the autofocus. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. The colors are great. This is done without any filters or anything. This is the central station in Enschede. It's good as it is. It's always good. The light is always good here. It's great. So kids are playing. We're in the middle of a pandemic. And this is slow motion footage. Slow motion footage is another story, but it's beautiful. Look at it. The only thing disturbing is the light flickering. Now, normally it's not flickering, but because of the slow motion footage, it's flickering. Beautiful. And this is shot from a car, from a window. And even if I slow this down, it will still be a bit blurry. It's not that crisp. But it's okay. It's not that crisp like you want it to be. But I think it's okay. I don't know. The boys are playing football or soccer. I might say soccer. There's an Uber Eats driver in slow motion, and we're back on the country. Oh, this is great footage. This is nice. There's no distortion here. This is beautiful. This is good. It's great footage. The light is just perfect. Well, this is shot in the morning. I don't know, this place here, it's by the airport. It's always beautiful here. Maybe I should consider living here, man. It's always so beautiful here. No, I don't know why. There's some nice corn in the background, and we're gonna pass a small lake. But this is this is just me experimenting. There's some distortion, sensor shift. But it's beautiful here. Or we're gonna pass that lake. Just gonna see how the lake turns out. There it is. People are fishing in the morning. Here's a sunset. And this is a situation where you have to shoot on distance. Oh, the colors are great, but it's not that sharp always. But we had this red sunset, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Here's a distortion, sensor shift, and now it's gone. This is beautiful. It's a red sky. And this is what I used for my other video on gaming. It's beautiful. Only for a couple of minutes we had this red light. Kind of looks like a Da Vinci painting the seventh chapel or something. I don't know. It's beautiful. This is really amazing. This is one of those moments you just like pull your phone out of your pocket and you just. These flowers are also good, but it's kind of blurry. I don't know, I don't like it. This is nice, this is crisp. 1,5 meter. This is the central station again. And we're back on the country. This is the same spot, just another morning. And this is me holding the camera against the window, the front window. And I shouldn't have done that because it was so beautiful that morning, but it was shaking. You notice it shaking against the window. But it's beautiful. Looks like we're under attack by aliens or something. It's just beautiful. Distortion, and then I'm gonna take the camera out of the window, and then it's beautiful. But this is good. Now in this situation, you got light coming in from all the sides. But this is beautiful. I'm opening up my window and I'm filming from the window. That's the footage in the beginning of the video. This is shot. These birds are shot. This is in the center of Enschede. This is me slowing it down. This is crisp. The birds are good. These are good birds, man. Check the birds. This is with the autofocus locked. Nice birds. 4K, 60 frames per second. This is what the iPhone is all about. These birds, this is in Greece. This is one of the best 4K shots I've ever done with an iPhone. Check it. This is the same footage in slow motion. It's beautiful. It's crisp. Check the stones, the water. It's all detailed. It's perfect. This is the station, central station in Enschede. It's the same footage. We're gonna slow it down. Now do keep in mind that the audio will go very slowly if you slow it down. And this is when the first during the first lockdown in March, it was just quiet and I had to shoot it. Suddenly there was no one outside, only a couple of us. That's about it. Please leave comments in the comment section down below, and thanks for watching. This is iCloud English and I'm Albert.